Well, getting right into it, about 75% of the B-dubs in America between the ages of 18 and 35 already have children. About 75 to 80% of the B-dubs in America are overweight. So for all of you saying that black men are obligated to date and marry only the B-dub, what you are essentially saying is that black men are obligated to raise other people's kids and marry fat chicks. Fuck you. Okay, first of all. Second, look at this bitch. This is what awaits for all you passport bros that are, letting these motherfuckers bully you. Look at this shit. Is this what you want to stick around America for? Look at the size of this woman. This is like 5 Filipino women rolled up into one. Imagine trying to feed this bitch. You would have to work 16-hour days just to feed this woman. It took me a while to wrap my mind around why these plantation bros are so upset with the passport bros. And then it hit me. The plantation bro is a certain kind of nigga. The plantation bros consist of Pookies, Ray Rays, other degenerate types, and conscious Negroes. Now, the Pookies and the Ray Rays, they're upset because they've grown accustomed to running around here, making babies, not taking care of them, and waiting for some good brother to come along and play cleanup man. Now, without those good brothers to do that, they're fucked. Then you got your conscious Negroes. Your conscious Negroes who think the black woman is God. But they ain't married to not one of them. Those are your plantation bros. Do we really give a fuck what they think? In passport news, do you know that there have been a number of cases of black men going to post offices to get their passports, and black women who work in those post offices making it very fucking difficult? Basically, the black women who work in post offices are trying to sabotage the passport bros movement. But I thought those men were dusty. I thought they were lames. I thought you didn't want them. Well, for some lame, dusty motherfuckers that you don't want, you seem to be working real hard to keep them here. I mean, something like that takes a concerted effort. And to find out that B-dubs in these post offices around the country are doing this, it made me ask a particular question. And that question is, how does the B-dub view the black man really? Because it sounds like the B-dub views the black man as her slave. Let me put it to you this way. In the conscious community, it is often discussed the idea of moving back to Africa. Not just moving back to Africa, no. Black folk by the millions and millions of black folk moving back to Africa permanently. And it is often theorized that if black folk in America ever tried to move back to Africa by the millions, the first thing white people would do is try to put a stop to that shit, because they'd be very fucking concerned with what their former slaves must be up to. So the question is, who the fuck thinks they're the slave master now? So the question needs to be asked, is the black man a free man in the eyes of the B-dub? Because I'll tell you one damn thing, they wouldn't pull that shit, these B-dubs in these post offices, they wouldn't pull that shit with nobody else in the country. Because they wouldn't think they'd be able to get away with pulling that shit with anybody else in this country. And isn't that some sort of federal crime? If it's not a federal crime, I'm certain it is a crime of some sort. Maybe Dennis Sterling should look into that. Maybe some black lawyers should look into that. Lock them bitches up. Put them people in their life. They love calling the police on us for little to nothing. Lock them bitches up. The black man is a free man. If the black man wants to get on a plane and go overseas in hopes of finding a wife, that's his damn business. And who the hell is the B-dub to stop him? I might lose some friends with this one. Oh well. Oh well. But What I'm really trying to figure out, though, honestly, is how much does the B-Dub really have to complain about where the black man is concerned these days, for the simple fact that so many black men ain't trying to do nothing right now but get the hell away from you. I mean, it's really gotten to that point. So much so that even I myself, when I'm walking down the street and I happen to cross paths with non-black women, I'm starting to notice the looks. I mean, I always got looks, but now I'm really getting looks. You know, like they're trying to figure out whether or not I too might be a passport brother or SYSBM brother. Other groups of women are starting to figure this shit out. You know, they got the internet too. It's not looking good for you, black woman. Yep, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. I see cats, dogs, and roses in your future. And not the organic ones you get on Valentine's Day. You about to be single in a mother. Actually, you already single in a motherfucker, but you about to really be single in a motherfucker. Especially with the coming generations, with Gen Z. The Gen Z brothers, they're already on that SYSBM shit. When they get a little bit older and some of them get on that passport bro shit, it's a wrap for you, bruh. It's over. It's over. The black man is leaving. Isn't this what you wanted? Too late now. Made your bed. You gotta lay in it. And so in closing, there's really nothing much else to say. Except I will say this. You know, I've been seeing these videos of the B-Dub on YouTube trying to chastise the passport bros, talking about why you gotta make announcements. Why can't you just go on over there and be quiet? You trying to make us jealous. Ain't nobody fucking thinking about you. They're not making announcements. The passport bros are talking to other black men, and they are letting other black men know that they too can go overseas and find a wife should they choose to. That they don't have to stay here on the fucking plantation and raise other people's children and marry fat bitches. And I, for one, support the passport bros in their endeavors. And with that being said, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. This woman has frauded this man out of tens of thousands of dollars. But somehow, some way, Western society does not deem that to be a crime. When I say men's reproductive rights is a human rights issue, I'm not embellishing. I'm not blowing that out of proportion. I'm not exaggerating. This is a human rights issue. And Western society, I'll say America specifically, is dropping the ball on this human rights issue. And I say America specifically because America likes to use all these pretty sounding words like freedom, justice, liberty, democracy. America likes to brag about its glorified pieces of paper like the Bill of Rights and the American Constitution. So if there's any country in the world, let alone Western society, if there's any country in the world that should take up men's reproductive rights as a human rights issue, it is America above all else, or above all others. And I forget who I was watching one of these YouTubers. I forget who it was talking about this. There was some kind of conference. There was some kind of conference that he was watching. He was telling a story, and it was concerning this issue. It was concerning men's reproductive rights, the fact that men have no reproductive rights. And one of the issues, obviously, was paternity testing. And he was telling the story. He said that, you know, some feminists attended the conference. And their ridiculous argument was that, and I don't know if they thought this was actually going to help their argument, it actually made the argument that there needs to be mandatory DNA testing at birth. They said that their main argument was that if mandatory DNA testing at birth were made a federal law, it would, quote, destroy families. So what they're admitting, what's going on, Black Squad family? I am Kenyatta Black, and this has been another one for the archives. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate your subscription. And as a matter of fact, if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that subscription button and then click that bell icon to make sure you are getting all notifications for when I go live, drop a video, or drop a short. Go ahead and follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and you're definitely going to want to follow me on Instagram because, as I have stated, the Live with Martin Schwartz series will only be viewable on Instagram from now on. So come on over to Instagram so you can check out that series. It's the one that everybody loves, baby. You definitely don't want to miss it. And if you like the content and you want to support the content, go ahead and bless the Cash App or the PayPal. All of that is in the description box. And until next time, I will catch y'all on the next one. Deuces.